The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, set.
Throwing his love on 3rd. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He fields this at the 18. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giants football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And his first pass falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. We'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll throw it again. He finds Johnson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Gibbs with a first down and more. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Entering Cooper takes it away. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. Breaking through the 15, into the 2nd level. And he's able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So 2nd down coming up. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Love. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing here, Dalton. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a 1st. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Check go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. From the pistol, here's Love. He fires one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love from the gun. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw. Here's Love. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Packers take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He's going to keep it this time.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
They'll run now on second down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down.
Here we go. Bronco switch. Check go.
Another carry for him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ready.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Go. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Go.
Love out of the shotgun. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go now. Set me ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. He lofts it deep left. Yeah, that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Malik Nabers that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's trying another one deep. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Looking for Malik Nabers that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run. And they stop him after a pickup down to the 24. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, sack. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dalton. Got his target. It's Hill. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. From just shy of midfield on second down. This will be caught by Watkins. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down is critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Dalton looking to throw. They connect for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down, ball at the 36. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. We send a man in motion. Here's Dalton. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Gibbs. Does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and they remain just short of the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's back to throw. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dalton. This is complete to Neighbors. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 14. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing now, off play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. He catched his first attempt, his second now from 45. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Last thing, 19. Ready?
Throwing, Love. This is reeled in by Reed. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Go.
Love out of the shotgun. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Packers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Set.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers now within one score in the fourth. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First throw for the backup now. Complete to Coleman. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
A gain of 14. First down, 10.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Chased out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. Give him 32 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Space to the left. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down from the red zone. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He's throwing for it. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one, but in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
Ready up.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Man in motion here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Love from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 range. 70 range. Take go.
Love to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Set up. Go trap. Go trap. Go.
To the air with Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Dalton. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out at, I'd call it about the 12-yard line. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
60 Bobcat. Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
First down throw. Here's Love. Reed's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set.
Love looking to pass. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
28-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. Higgins makes the catch. And he reaches the 35 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Able to get it to Reed. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Go.
Looking to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Grab goal 80. Go.
Throwing it again here. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
He gets it headed right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Green Bay.